ask our friends here and also going to get more investigation details, Niranjan and Aishwarya.
Yeah.
We're also going to be joined by Shavan about what these people... First, I'm going to get across our senior editor, Shavan Sen, also here.
Shavan is also in.
We're going to ask him about the conspirators and what they have revealed, Shavan, in the interrogation that has been done.
Well, in fact, Niranjan and Aishwarya, just a short while back when I spoke to a source of mine in Jammu and Kashmir to get further details of who these clerics are. It all starts with one cleric who was picked up. He's a Shopia-based cleric. It turns out that he was the one who was radicalizing. But he's a fifth educated. He's just a fifth educated person. But having said that, all of these terrorists that you see on your screens right now, each of them have been self-radicalized, part of Telegram chats, directly in connection with their handlers in Pakistan. And let me also give you the breaking news. Apart from Turkey, they essentially had a meeting in Turkey and they had a plan to further visit Afghanistan. So that was the other big thing. There was a physical meeting that took place in Turkey. The plan was to go further to Afghanistan. I have much more details. First, Niranjan, you can take it forward with regards to the
this part of the broadcast, we're talking about the investigation that happened. The grilling, the interrogation of Muzammil, Adil, Umar, of course, Umar Nabi is not alive, but Shaheen. Can we go to that wall, Aishwarya and Shavan, just to talk about how they were interrogated and what they told to the investigators? Starting with Adil, why Adil is important and what Adil told investigators.
Well, in fact, Adil was the second character, if I may say so. They were part of a full gang, Muzammil, Adil, as well as Nabi. Now, Nabi, of course, was the most highly radicalized one. Here, this man that you see on your screen, he was the one who was asked to establish a mini recruitment center. So what you see these are centers of radicalization. Al-Falah. In fact, Niranjan, tonight we are going to put out full details that I just got a short while back as to how this is becoming a center for radicalization. And Al-Falah, while the management, the trustees are basically washing their hands off, it seems that there is a bigger character on the run right now.
From Al-Falah?
Yes.
This is going to be big. So we will talk about the interrogation. And when you talk about the interrogation, one more key person in this entire module has been Shaheen. And we broke details of that. Aishwarya, Shaheen Shahid is very interesting, right? And you can see her in the upper part of the cube there. That's Shaheen Shahid. Shaheen Shahid, that's right? She's very critical.
Very critical.
And what do we know about her role in this? Because she was also interrogated. She gave some details about how she coordinated. What can you tell us about her role?
No, she has not only coordinated her movement, first from Kanpur, then to Faridabad, though Shavan is just saying that all of these doctors, and they're all doctors, and then another doctor coming into play, but then she had a very important role passing on not only the information, but also a lot of indoctrination equipment, and also what we are being told right now that the amount of ammonium nitrate, the route, she was a pivotal individual who decided that where this ammonium nitrate will be kept and what more needs to be found out from her is for the agencies, because still there is one individual who is also said to be overseas and there is more information, whether it's through Telegram or through other VoIP-based networks through which they were in connect, Shavan and Niranjan, more and more information is coming out every second.
Before we just play this out, can I just add one quick point here? As far as Shahid is concerned, one, there is a direct Pakistan link.
Correct.
In fact, Muzammil and Shaheen, they were together. Muzammil had kept the ammunition in Shaheen's car, and that was basically recovered later. How did they recover? Let me also just tell you this quick story here. Muzammil, the moment he was actually arrested, Shaheen got nervous. And it turns out that one of the weapon was actually dropped in a dustbin in Faridabad. Shaheen is the same person who was basically part of this entire women's brigade that Masood Azhar basically wanted to create. We're going to put out that more details with the moment.
So we're also going to tell you, like Shavan is telling us about Shaheen, the terror doctor, we're going to tell you what's being revealed in the interrogation. But viewers, we're going to tell you the investigation of this white-collar jihad, and we're going to not mince our words. We call it Islamist jihadis as they are. This network that we are giving you details about, these professional so-called doctors, these people have in their interrogation given out details. Adil, Shaheen, Muzammil, they've told the authorities now about their targets. They wanted to target temples and religious areas. Take a look at this report.
On 6:52 p.m. on the 10th of November, a Hyundai i20 car parked with ammonium nitrate detonated in the heart of the national capital. 12 lives lost, and the masterminds behind this crime were doctors. Terror doctors with notorious links to the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Almost 48 hours since, crucial details are now coming to fore on the conspiracy. This is Adil, a doctor at the Government Medical College of Anantnag. He was picked up on the 5th of November in Saharanpur. He was tasked with setting up a mini recruitment center for the Jaish and executing major terror attacks. He relocated from Srinagar to Saharanpur to lead the group's mission of hoarding arms and ammunitions. Once a medical college lecturer, Shaheen Shahid, arrested from Faridabad last week, has emerged as a key figure in the white-collar jihad module. Shaheen was tasked with establishing and leading Jaish-e-Mohammed's women's wing in India under the banner of Band Jamaat-ul-Momin. She was working to set up a woman-led radicalization and recruitment network on the Indian soil. Fresh details picked up from her interrogation also suggest that religious sites in Ayodhya and Varanasi were on Shaheen's hit list. The terror doctor's SOP included hoarding explosives and activating sleeper cell modules.
जो इलाके के लोग हैं वो अब तक ये बात स्वीकार कर नहीं पा रहे हैं कि इस तरीके के बड़े घटनाक्रम में, इस तरीके के टेरर एंगल में किसी तरह का लेना देना शाहीन और उसके भाई का है। तस्वीर एक बार फिर आपको दिखाते हैं। ये कॉलोनी है उनकी, ये कॉलोनी की बस्ती है और आप देखेंगे लोग घर के बाहर झांक रहे हैं जब पुलिस आ रही है या मीडिया के लोग आ रहे हैं और लगातार यहाँ पर पुलिसकर्मी भी मौजूद हैं। गली में घर है और गली में घर में जो इस समय परिजन मौजूद हैं उनमें जो उनके पिता हैं वो मौजूद है, उनके भाई मौजूद है। भाई से हमने बात की, भाई तो सीधे तौर पर अब भी नकार रहे हैं, जबकि एविडेंस सामने आ चुका है, जबकि हथियार बरामद गाड़ी में हो चुका है उनकी बहन के, वो अब तक इस बात को नकार रहे हैं कि ये कैसे हो सकता है। और जो हमने पूछा कि अगर ये है और आप इसके ऊपर आप चाहेंगे कि कोई आगे चल के सजा उनको हो, तो बोले जब फैसला आएगा तब हम देखेंगे।
The interrogation of the arrested suspect Muzammil has revealed shocking details about the larger terror plot. Muzammil and Umar Nabi had conducted a recce of the Red Fort area earlier this year as a part of the plan to carry out multiple terror attacks on the 26th of January. Intelligence retrieved from the dump data of his mobile phone matched his presence in and around the site. Interrogation of the arrested suspects has further revealed that the terror cell was also planning to target a crowded marketplace during Diwali. With each passing day, excruciating details lay bare the white-collar jihad module.
In fact, today, Shawan, we have something about Shaheen that we want to share with our viewers, something that has not been reported before. Let's play this from the beginning. Now, we tracked her down. The Republic team tracked her down. Look at this. This is, by the way, let's go frame by frame. Shaheen Shahid is from Lucknow, and she has roots in Lucknow. Her family has been traced to Lucknow. Her family is being questioned, right? And we traced her. And when you look at her profile, very interesting, her profile on LinkedIn. Let's go frame by frame. Let's go to the next frame. When you track her, what you see very interestingly, of course, medical college mein assistant lecturer, but she, in her skills, clinical research, has 8 endorsements. 8 endorsements, and we were keen on seeing who had endorsed Shaheen Shahid. And when we went to the endorsements, the first name that came up, Shawan, Parvez Ul Hasan, Director of Academics, blah, 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 blah. But see the last word, Bahawalpur. Look at this, Bahawalpur. And where is Bahawalpur? Bahawalpur is in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Now, here is where it gets even more interesting. This Parvez Ul Hasan from Bahawalpur is not a random person who went to Shaheen Shahid's profile and endorsed her. What we then found out even further is Parvez Ul Hasan is not just somebody from Pakistan, has spent time in Saudi Arabia and has, hold your breath, links to Pakistan Air Force, Pakistan Army, Rawalpindi and the Noor Khan base. Let's go and show you the links of Shaheen Shahid with Pakistan and the Pakistan ISI. And when we scroll down, we were keen on seeing who this is. Let's just scroll down, and as the video plays, you will see all the links of this Parvezul Hasan, who Shaheen Shahid was linked to. Lahore, Liaquat Medical College, Pakistan. And then if you play the video a little bit more, let's play it more, and then the entire profile of this person comes up who knows Shaheen Shahid. And then, here's the interesting part. Director of Procurement, Pakistan Air Force Medical Branch. He endorsed Shaheen Shahid. So why would somebody in the Peshawar PAF headquarters, Pakistan, endorse Shaheen Shahid? And this is not where it ends. This interesting, it gets interesting, Shavan, because there are two more parts. You can just talk about the profile of this person. If you just play the video a little bit more, Aditi, there are two more profiles of this person. He didn't just serve in the Pakistan Air Force Medical Branch, but he also served as a deputy commandant. Look at this. Yeah.
When was the endorsement essentially done? Because that will give us an idea that probably the link.
Yeah.
For how long has she been associated?
Well, that is something we don't know. You can't trace it. LinkedIn will never tell you. But this man who had endorsed Shaheen Shahid was a commanding officer at the military hospital Rahim Yar Khan base in Pakistan. Is it normal? Is it normal, Shavan, for somebody sitting in Pakistan with a medical background, having roots in the Pakistan ISI, Pakistan Army, Pakistan Air Force, to endorse a random doctor sitting in Lucknow, Shaheen Shahid?
Well, in fact, she's no random doctor, if I may say so, Niranjan. The reason being that she's essentially an important part of this entire module and someone who has direct links right now with the Jaish-e-Mohammed. The reason being, when she was basically questioned by the Jammu and Kashmir police, she started singing. She ended up talking about Omar's role, where she was the one who told the Srinagar police that it is Omar who was basically egging the others to carry out multiple attacks. Yeah. And that's the reason why there'll be more details coming in the morning when Faridabad, the police had carried out the crackdown. That is when Omar basically activated. Muzammil and Adil were the ones who were amassing the explosives for 2 years. Yes. And Aishwarya, in a short while, can join us on this, that Omar had gone underground, resurfaced recently. Now, that's the time when he was in Faridabad. I do have a confirmation right now. For those who did not know, who were asking this question, where was Omar all this while? The answer is, and the news, the breaking news here is that Omar was in Faridabad.
All along.
Omar, in fact, was there on the day when these searches were being carried out.
Was he
in fact,
off?
Yes, it seems that he was aware of what was happening, and that is the reason why he had quickly moved out of the place. So we do have a confirmation right now that before this attack was carried out, it was he was in Faridabad. And in fact, Aishwarya, you were pointing out about Saharanpur. I just got a little bit more details. You can add it to it. It seems that there are radicalized Maulvis in Saharanpur.
Well.
The search right now is for those. They are basically
and are
trying
they all
to find,
linked
and
to the first
Deoband
man
link.
in Shopia, which you
Yes,
mentioned?
it seems all of them are basically linked. But what you pointed out this morning when you said that this was the Deoband group, it is the case, because right now, if you look at Al Falah's background, and if you look at what you were saying this morning, they are connected. They are connected. So you can probably
so
add
two connections are out there. One is the open Jaish connect, and then the other, the whole Maulvi groups. And they're all connected to either Saharanpur or Shopia. But the main man in Shopia is also connected to Saharanpur. So via Pakistan, Jaish has hit where it matters. We all know that Saharanpur is somewhere or the other the hub, the clerical hub, from where Maulvis go to not only Jammu and Kashmir, but even overseas. So that is, in somewhere or the other, the nucleus of all the Maulvis. So if that is hit, that means there are going to be several others which are going to be on the radar of the agencies.
And therefore, what Shavan was telling us, the fresh revelations about Shaheen are so critical. She's now singing to the authorities. What the multiple agencies have now zeroed in on is her links to Jaish-e-Mohammed and its women's wing. During interrogation, she has admitted that JEM's big plan was to target temples in Uttar Pradesh. Watch this report.
A top woman recruiter from Pakistan's Jaish-e-Mohammed. That's how investigators are now describing terror Dr. Shaheen Shahid. The Lucknow-based doctor arrested in connection with the Faridabad terror module. Sources tell Republic that during interrogation, Shaheen admitted to targeting religious sites in Uttar Pradesh, including Ayodhya and Varanasi.
The UP ATS has now confirmed the temples and religious gatherings were on her radar, plans that could have led to a massive tragedy had they not been foiled in time. Temples, sleeper cells and women recruits, all part of a chilling blueprint. Shaheen's arrest followed the capture of Kashmiri Dr. Muzammil Ghani, alias Museb, the man from whom 2,900 kilograms of explosives was seized in Faridabad. An AK-47 rifle and pistol recovered from a car registered in Shaheen's name further tied her into the module's logistic chain. Investigators say Shaheen was tasked by Sadia Azhar, the sister of JEM founder Masood Azhar, to set up the Jamaat-ul-Mominat, the women's wing of JEM in India. She allegedly used social media channels to contact women sympathizers across Lucknow, Kanpur and Saharanpur. The NIA and UP ATS teams carried out late-night searches at her Lucknow residence and seized hard drives, mobile phones and documents.
हम आए घर की तलाशी में, बस और घर की तलाशी में क्या क्या कुछ नहीं कुछ नहीं मिला। एक बार और बताएंगे नहीं बताएंगे आप कोर्ट से ऑर्डर ले आइए तो भी नहीं बताएंगे। क्या बात हुई कुछ नहीं कहना है।
बहन से बातचीत में इतने समय से नहीं थी, क्यों? बस इतनी सी बात बता।
अब हमें फोन करता था, वो फोन नहीं उठाती थी। अब भाई आपके परिवार में भी रहा होगा भाई, विवाद हर घर में रहता है।
आखिरी बार कब बात हुई थी शाहीन से आपकी?
आखिरी बार हमारी बात हुई, हमारी करीब 4 साल ताल्लुक नहीं है कोई।
क्यों ऐसा क्यों हुआ? बहन है आपकी, ताल्लुक नहीं है?
कुछ पारिवारिक मतलब जैसे होता है वो।
अभी वो किनके साथ थी? अभी वो जिस ग्रुप के साथ थी?
अब ग्रुप के साथ नहीं मालूम मुझे ग्रुप क्या है, वो तो भाई मीडिया में जैसे आप बता रहे हो, जो आप बता रहे हो वही हम टीवी पे देख रहे हैं, वही हम सब जगह देख रहे हैं, हमें कोई।
Back in Kanpur, officials at GSVM Medical College confirmed that Shaheen had joined as a lecturer in 2006 but stopped reporting for duty after 2013. After years of absence, she was terminated in 2021. Visuals show investigators scanning old employment records at the college late into the night.
आतंकी मॉड्यूल की महिला विंग कमांडर डॉक्टर शाहीन का कानपुर कनेक्शन निकलकर सामने आया। दरअसल आपको बता दें 2006 में यूपी पीएससी के द्वारा चयन किया गया था और उसके बाद उनको ज्वाइनिंग कानपुर में 2006 में जीएसवीएम मेडिकल कॉलेज में की गई थी। बतौर यहीं पर फार्मोलॉजी विभाग में वो तैनात थी और उसके बाद यहाँ पे 2009 में उनको कन्नौज ट्रांसफ़र किया गया था, लेकिन 6 महीने बाद ही उन्होंने वापस दोबारा अपना ट्रांसफ़र कानपुरी करा लिया था और 2013 तक यहीं पर जो डॉक्टर शाहीन है वो तैनात थी और उसके बाद यहाँ से गोपनीय तरीके से लापता हो गई थी और उसके बाद उनको कई नोटिस दिए गए, लेकिन उन्होंने किसी भी नोटिस का कोई जवाब नहीं दिया।
हमारी 9 या 10 साल रही थी।
किस सन में शादी हुई थी?
2003
में। और डाइवोर्स कब हुआ?
2012-13
के इस दौरान कभी उनकी गतिविधि ऐसी लगी आपको कि किसी आतंकी मॉड्यूल से उनका कनेक्शन है?
ना भाई, कोई मतलब ही नहीं था।
Officials say that Shaheen came into contact with JEM-linked operatives after her divorce in 2015. She reportedly shifted to Faridabad, joined Al-Falah University, where she met Muzammil and became part of his network.
हम लोग हमसे तो काफ़ी बड़े हैं, वो हम लोग तो बचपन से देख रहे हैं उनको। बस शादी बाद कानपुर से शादी हुई थी, उनका तलाक हो गया था। फिर हमारे ख्याल से जहाँ तक कंफर्म नहीं, जहाँ तक वो सऊदी में भी दुबई नौकरी की हैं, उसके बाद हमारे ख्याल से वो बॉम्बे चली गई। उसके बाद पता नहीं, मतलब बहुत कम हमने देखा
थी। यहाँ तो बात होती थी आपकी कभी?
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं, बात बचपने में बात वो, उसके बाद आदमी अपने काम में लग जाता, कहाँ किस बात तक टाइम रखा हुआ है।
Investigators believe Shaheen's arrest is crucial to unearthing this white-collar terror network. Professionals using their status and education to evade suspicion while aiding Pakistan-based handlers. UP ATS is closely working into possible links between Shaheen's network and the Red Fort blast. Teams have already inspected the site, searching for overlapping evidence between the two cases. The NIA has now taken over the case, tracking Shaheen's digital footprint, travel logs and communication with cross-border handlers. For a woman once known for her academic brilliance, investigators say her journey from the classroom to the terror network marks a chilling reminder of radicalization's reach. From a lecturer's desk in Kanpur to a terror cell in Faridabad, terror doctor Shaheen Shahid's story is one of dangerous deceit and deep infiltration. As investigators trace the expanding trail, her interrogation may hold key to unraveling a network that came alarmingly close to striking at India's heartland.